Okay, so this episode is great, but it went in a different direction than I was expecting. Which is both a good thing and a bad thing. Like, it's a good thing in the way that it's like a pleasant surprise. It's a different episode that focuses on a different set of characters rather than Aaron and the Scouts for the third time. But at the same time, it also kind of drops the intrigue and build up of the ending of the last episode. I mean, I feel like we're still going to find out who did it eventually, but it's weird that this three-parter doesn't conclude with at least a reveal of who that is. Or an actual manhunt. Like they were saying it was going to be, but it's pretty much just one scene, and then it's immediately tossed out the window for something else. It's weird. Let's talk about it. What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to Anime Station, your sister for anything animation, including TV and movies as well. I'm your host, Jackson Small. Welcome to my review of the final part of the three-parter Eve of the Counterattack, titled What Needs to Be Done Now, aka Attack on Titan Season 1, Episode 16. This episode is very different, because instead of focusing on like the manhunt and the scouts and finding out who assassinated the Titan subjects of Hanji, instead it focuses on the rest of the 104th Cadet Corps, the ones that survived the Titan attack on Taras, and seeing their decision of what regiment of the military police they want to be a part of. It's interesting, it's different, it's unexpected, and it's really, really good. Like, this is a great episode. Absolutely. It's a great episode. It just went in a different direction than I thought it was going to go. So, enough of my yapping. Let's do what we usually do, overview, and talk about a few extra scenes. After the 104th cadets are investigated concerning the deaths of Sonny and Bean, they are presented with the choice of which regiment they want to join. Commander Irwin, informing the cadets of the Scout Regiment's upcoming mission, urges for them to join their cause. And many cadets become official scouts, but a ton of them end up leaving for somewhere else. In other words, proving that they're cowards. Aaron later reunites with his friends and learns of Marco's death. 1 month later, the scouts set out for the Kalaneth district of the 157th Exterior Scouting Mission. And that's pretty much the episode. It's an episode that focuses on the other characters, only has one scene that actually has the manhunt that was teased in the last episode, and then it just goes right into the beginning of the scouting mission. Like, it's weird. I don't know why they decided to just throw away whatever they were building up in the last episode, but I mean, I have a feeling it's going to come back, but I have no clue when, dude. So, because of that, it's definitely a little disappointing, but it's still a great episode because it is unexpected. It's something unique. It's something different. It's not just Aaron and the Scouts for the third time in a row. So, yep, let's talk about the scenes. So, first up, we have the ODM gear inspection, because they think that someone was using some kind of out-of-date gear or something like that to kill Sonny and Bean. So, the gear's being inspected, not to mention they'd be able to find that there's Titan blood on it. And then this pretty much goes absolutely nowhere. And then we get some extra scenes with all the different characters of the 104 Cadet Corps, like Annie and Mikasa and Armin and Jean and all those guys. They debate with each other about where they're going and what they want to do. And Annie reveals that she is not going to be a scout, which kind of surprised me because she seems like the one that's most fitting to be a scout. Like, from her combat skills to her demeanor, like, she just seems like the scout type of character, but no, she doesn't want to be part of that. Which, it's weird. Definitely unexpected. So then later, we have like this giant army of cadets that are standing at this podium, and Commander Irwin is telling them about what it means to be a scout and what they should be prepared for. And in one of the most poignant, simple, but beautiful scenes I think I've seen in the show, outside of that touching funeral from a few episodes back, is when we see how all of Aaron's friends, the main characters of the 104 Cadet Corps, just end up standing their ground while everyone else around them leaves. And the way that they show it is something just amazing and tells a lot without having to give too much exposition. Like, they have the screen go blue, and everyone going past all the main characters are blurs. Like, it's a beautiful piece of imagery. Like, very beautiful piece of imagery. I think they did a great job with that. And it tells so much without needing to explain too much, which I like. Because, you know, with television and movies, it's a visual medium. Show, don't tell. And I think this is one of the best examples of that. Really good scene. I really like that, and I really love the way that they visualized it. Really beautiful scene. And, I mean, again, the music. The music in this series has been so, so good. Then we have Eren reuniting with his friends. Eren learns of Marco's death and mourns with his friends. And then a month passes by, and the expedition begins as they finally venture outside of the wall. And we get to see all of Eren's friends as well as himself in full scout gear. AKA, they're in their iconic outfits for the rest of the show. So, that's pretty much the episode. Like I said, I am a little bit disappointed that they just completely dropped the manhunt thing after only one scene that led to pretty much nothing. But they made up for it by focusing on the side characters, giving them their own thing, and laying out more about the military plan, how the scouting mission works, and how they pretty much had to completely retread their path because the path they already had mapped out is no longer available. Because that's the path where the hole was that the Titans busted through, and where, of course, Eren put the boulder. So they have to make a completely different path, while also trying to not run into too many Titans and get killed. So, yeah, in other words, being a scout's a dangerous job, and they do a pretty good job of showing that. I feel like they're going to show it better in the next episode, but we shall wait and see. But for now, that's pretty much this episode. It's a great one, but again, a little disappointing they just dropped the storyline from the first two parts. But I have a feeling it'll come back later, so if it does end up coming back later, I'll be a little bit nicer. Alright, here are my final thoughts. It's a great episode that takes a break from Eren and instead focuses on the surviving members of the 104 Cadet Corps, as they choose which regiment they will be joining. But that's not the only thing that makes this one great. There's a touching funeral for the fallen, there's an amazing scene during the selection that shows the inner conflicts of the characters, Jean gets some great character moments including coming to terms with Marco's death, and it does a great job setting up the next part of the story as they begin their mission outside of the wall. Yeah, the manhunt for the killer of the Titan subject is kind of thrown out temporarily, and Eren is still in a few scenes. And the few scenes that he's in are just exposition, again. But other than that, it's a great episode where the side characters get to shine. Getting close to the end of the season, only 9 episodes to go. Yeah, crazy. We're already almost done with this season. That is insane to me, because it feels like just yesterday we started this journey. And now we are coming towards the end already. Pretty mind-blowing, I gotta say. But that's going to do it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this almost every single day. And I'll see you guys next time when we cover the next episode of Attack on Titan, known as the 57th Exterior Scouting Mission Part 1, also known as the Female Titan.